like nail on that to railgun it. Right, so Kelt's going hyper aggressive, and somehow Danches, like who's known for hitting all the rails, even attempt to fire one. And Keltz definitely likes his Athena. See how it works out for him. And already very aggressive, but it's going to work out for him as Danches didn't have the LG install his rockets. And Kelt's already getting a lot of damage off the spawn. Gonna pick up another kill. Already amazing start. Not able to get another spawn rail. They give Danches an railgun. Ooh, really close rocket. That direct rocket, though, is probably going to push Keltz back, especially after that one. Keltz just peeks for some. Cool. Misses the easy spawn rail, unfortunate for Danches. Really wanted to hit those against the light champions. Right, Constellation, he does hit that one. Now, somehow that misses. That looked like it went right through her. Ooh, why is he going for the rocket? He should have switched to rail. Alright, he didn't end up mattering. Oh, that rocket actually hit while Keltz was going for the LG for 85 damage. Insane. I often go for that and I can never hit it. Kind of rare. Danches now with really nice control and catching Keltz through the portal. Danches does a good job of just playing the T area and catching his opponent off. They wait at L. Kind of what you're forced to do on Awoken, out of control. Especially as the light champ without any arm. Once again, Keltz taking a big... Hey, look, Danches knows you can't go for the corner anymore. That's what I'm talking about. He had to go for the back wall. Right, I don't really know about the railgun usage here. It does hit one. Force Keltz to grab some health bubble. Probably still rail. Danches almost catching Keltz out. Just misses the shotgun. But will catch Keltz out going for the armor. Oh, you know what? Because he picked up that health bubble, it gave Keltz the railgun spawn. Because if you go for that health bubble, you're too close to rocket, and the game will give you railgun spawn instead of spawn. So that's something you always have to be careful of. And we're seeing that actually, it's a pretty costly mistake, since if Keltz was forced in the LG area, he would have had no way to get back in control. But because Keltz got a railgun, he was able to make something happen, and he was able to get the And now Keltz doing a lot of rail damage. It's the heavy. Danches doesn't have the top light to fall back onto, and this is really scary for Danches. Keltz gonna try to grapple over, but a nice rocket for Danches, and also a fake rocket jump. They're throwing off Keltz. Gonna wait. For that armor to come up, but Keltz just goes straight through the portal. However, he is gonna catch Danches off here. We're not able to finish it off, and Danches with the 2-hit with the rail. Really nice. Also gonna force Keltz back in the LG room. Danches with a really nice patient rail as Keltz was going for the railgun. However, it does give Keltz that opportunity to go onto the Mega. Keltz probably still not overly stacked. I don't think he has any armor. I'm pretty sure that top armor is not available for him. Danches should be able to fight for this, but he's going for the wrong weapon. And Keltz able to do a ton of damage with the LG. It's going to get him the heavy armor. Danches now waiting for the top light to come up, but Keltz able to cut him off and prevent him from waiting for it. And now, after that rail, Danches is as good as dead. He's going to have to run for his life and just kind of predict which way Keltz goes. It's actually, he made the right play, just being extremely quiet in that corner, and Keltz didn't realize he was there. However, this could be a problem if Keltz grapples up. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. If Keltz grapples straight up, I think Danches had to make a run for it with the Berserk earlier. Right here, Keltz might be able to get a rail angle if Danches goes for T. Danches doing another fake rocket jump. Not sure if Keltz is buying those. I don't know if Danches knows this, but you can actually make it to railgun with without needing a rocket jump. Keltz just needs one more rail to finish this off. However, he's not wasn't going for it, but he did find it before heavy came up. Going for T armor, and he has a decent stack here. He only has rocket and starting shotguns. Kind of a tricky fight, especially after 2 insane rails. See visible frustration. Danches are after that. However, the game's only about halfway over with only 1 frag down, so still plenty of time to make a comeback. And not going to pick up this super shotgun. But he's going to make his way around to LG, so he grabs every weapon. Now, I'm going to make a play for this Mega. And it looks like it's going to work out for him as he hits an amazing 2-piece rocket into rail combo. Now also going to get Keltz off the spawn. Keltz probably thought that Danches would look for the railguns. Now, Danches has Keltz trapped. Forces Keltz to use his grapple to escape. Keltz, though, probably still railable. Right, just barely not. He probably had like 1 health. And once again, we see Danches knows he can't go for the corner strats anymore. Which is actually a big deal on Doom, because with the corner strat, you could only fire... You only had to fire 1 nail, and with the double jump, you could take it to rail. Danches are going to grab that Mega. And Keltz probably does have the armor up. Danches are just trying his best to prevent Keltz from making any advancement towards that light armor. Danches doesn't really need the heavy right now. I think it is more important for him that he just cuts Keltz completely off. And he eventually will go back for it, and now he's going to make his way back over to Mega. Really nice tribal prediction here, and he's going to go for the rocket jump finish, and he's able to get it with the railgun. Really nice play from Danches there, and Keltz is trapped once again in the LG room, not the... Keltz just going to have to run around, try to avoid Danches right here. He doesn't want to take any damage, as any damage Keltz takes is good for Danches. And see, even that damage doesn't really matter, because he just grabs that light armor. However, it does give Keltz an opportunity to get onto the heavy. He does get hit one rail after it to knock off some of that attack, but Keltz is going to grab himself a rail. And Chezer's forced to go back to the rail ammo since he doesn't have any left. Now, Danches definitely has a stack advantage, but he's not sure where Keltz is here, so... And the items are up at similar times, so... Especially after that tribal, Keltz could probably just wait for one of the items while Danches grabs the other one. Like, that's probably what's going to happen, though, with that rail. Keltz probably not railable, yeah, but he's going to be very low before the Mega. However, the Mega just in time, and an insane shotgun blast from Keltz. What? Calling GG, and it's tied? I don't understand that. It was tied. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that the sound was really quiet for you. Alright, I don't really know what happened. I just assumed that Danches lost. Yeah, I'm sorry there was the sound was really quiet. I don't think it was a forfeit. Maybe that's what they were talking about in the menu, like they made some agreement. Maybe someone like crashed the previous game, so they... By the way, I'm still actually in the party with Chain. Chain apparently not playing lower bracket matches. Probably waiting. Oh, I see. So Danches asked for a restart. So. Right, so I think I'm going to be playing against Keltz. in the winner bracket final. Not the grand final, though. I might want to ban Athena against Keltz. We'll see. I'll see what the picks end. I guess I'll make the pick ban link. Oh, alright. Keltz. Hopefully I also won the coin toss in his. Oop. Oops, wait, I didn't mean to close by accident.